Your attitude in waiting reveals your trust in God's timing. Hey guys, Bob Fernger back with another 8-minute call. Your attitude in waiting, and waiting is so tough. Your attitude in waiting. Maybe you've been praying for health improvements in yourself or someone else. Maybe you're looking for breakthrough in your job. Maybe you're trying to start a new business and you just can't get, that wheel out of the whole thing going on. Maybe your relationship with your spouse is struggling and you've been praying and praying and praying. Or maybe it's trouble with kids, and woo, that's one of the toughest. But here's the deal. What can we really, really do about situations that are out of our control? We got to take care of what's in our control, right? We have to take care of what's in our control. If it's your job and you're wanting to get promoted or get raises or get both or whatever, who's the best worker in the building? It's got to be you. You got to do your part, right? And even if you're being bypassed, even if you're in a toxic environment, you're there. You have to do your very, very best. You're there. You have to do your very, very best. Your spouse isn't coming around. Your spouse is a struggle bus. Do you control your spouse? No, you control yourself. Are you being the very best spouse you can be? To me, the very, very best way to fix someone else is fix yourself. Is be the best you can be. You're wanting to get that business going. And so many people are having success today online. And that's my thing, online businesses, right? And I mean, we're in a bit of a struggle bus with several of these online businesses. They're okay, but they haven't exploded yet. And I've been in explosive businesses. I have led, major companies to incredible growth. I have built epic direct sales affiliate businesses, epic, multi-million. And so now we're in a new season and we're building new business. And has it taken off yet? No. Are we doing everything we can? Probably not, but we're sure giving it our best try. We got to do everything we can. But here's the deal. And I go back several years ago and I was in a funk and I was in debt and my first marriage was falling apart and so what could I do? Because I didn't want to check out. I didn't want to give up. I wanted to be successful. I wanted my children to be proud of me. So I really only had two things to do. Work as hard as I could, not just on the business, but improving myself. Work as hard as I could, not just on myself, but also the business, right? But also pray and have faith that God would be faithful. God would come through. Now, did I know that business was going to turn into $10 million of income over the next 7 years? No. But did I believe it? And did I want it? And did I believe that God could do all things if it was His will? Of course I did. And that's what I chose to do. And every single morning, my prayers were about gratitude, about where I was at. And where I was at was not great, but I was alive. And I could do something about my situations. And so every single day it was about gratitude prayer and about, glorifying God and just being positive and being content. And that doesn't mean I wasn't working hard. But I wasn't putting my eggs in the basket of hard work. I was putting everything in, believing that if this is what God wanted to work, it was going to work. And so I'm actually talking to myself too. I'm not just talking to you. There's things that I want to work. There's things that I have to have happen. But I also have to wait in God's timing. You see, if it's in God's timing, here's the deal. That's the only perfection that exists. And so Once it clicks into God's perfect timing, great things are going to work out for you in whatever the situations are that you've been wanting and praying for. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. That's part of the deal. Waiting for God's perfect timing. Hey, God bless. Have a great day, and let's go.